Okay, I am here. Let's see. Gotta make sure my title is accurately updated here. Another Monday, another day for stream. So last time we were live, we worked on our capture the crown thing. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm sneezy. Not sure why, but we go through this every time. Okay. That's right. Okay. So capture the flag game. I need to make it so that by default on launch, the crown is given to me and then it needs to be taken. I saw a bug last time that made it so that the crowns go away once you either spawn a new berry or change your berry. So I need to fix that too. But before that, let's make an announcement real quick. Hey, I'm live. Twitch. And YouTube. Boom. Copy and paste here. Okay, here we are. Let's see. There are a few places that I think the copying is happening. Specifically when we're gonna unpin that one real quick. When the new berry comes up, definitely. Berry folk here. I suppose. Copy account username, and then what? Register. I guess it could happen during the register. Like, for example, when I'm registering a new berry folk, if the user already has a berry folk registered, then I can just copy those information instead. That might be cleaner, I think. Hey, Yalv. Yalv says, hey, how you doing? Hello. Hello, Scott. Scott Cawthon. Cawthon? Cawthon. Cawthon. Hello. We're just chilling here, getting started. Yeah. Or, I don't know how to say that. Da. I'm guessing it's da. Hey, McCory. McCory says bonjour. Courage says hi, Ezra. Thanks for pinning a message saying that I am going to be live today, Courage. I didn't even think about doing that. Scott says, cool. I got the Monday sniffles. I don't know why. Maybe it's the good weather here. Courage says, no problem. Welcome. Okay, so for those of you who are on Twitch, I'm going to get my capture the crown thing fixed because it was working, but it took the first, second, and third crown all at once. And also, if you changed or spawned a new berry, it disappears. So we don't want that. Pizza? Are you poking a pizza? I want a pizza. What does that mean? But I had my food, so no pizza. All right. So I'm going to do that. So I was thinking when a new berry folk is being registered. Maybe I shouldn't do it there. I mean, I want to kind of keep that independent, actually. So number one is here. And then another thing is crown holder. I guess we should set crown or something like that. Instead of give crown, we can go funk, set crowns. First, second, third. And then that's just simply going to probably do this. You know what? I'm just going to do this as an... it's okay, I think, actually. I'll just do it. Crown holder, get child, index visible equals true. So it'll... for index in crown holder count. Child count is going to go through and basically you know what? It doesn't even have to be a loop. It can just be hard-coded, honestly. I'll just do that. Why not? I suppose, oh, you know what? It's even better this way. So I can say crown holder, get index, and then the first one, visibility, equals to this. And then so on and so forth. I don't have to overcomplicate it. Yes, it is hard-coded, but sometimes this is better. And it's spelled visible correctly. Oh, whoops. That is get child on index. There you go. There you go. Hopefully nothing broke here. Ah, no, I got to restart it. Restart the... Sorry, Mikori, you're going to have to redeem that first again. Cooley says, I'm back from my work trip. I did get a haircut. Scott says, what game are you making? So this is our Twitch integration game specifically. On Twitch, there's a redemption system, so you can plant your berries and get little berry collection. And I'm making some mini games with that so people can play little friendly competition while I'm developing. So a little bit meta. I'm making game development for stream, which is interesting. My influencer says, Adoro sus videos from Brazil. Adoro. I'm guessing the root word Latin would be adore. Sus, like seus, like you, your videos from Brazil. I like your video from Brazil. Is that what you're saying? Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just assuming that's what that means. If not, let me know. Hey, Cooley. McGray says, as I had a question, did you do an internship during school? And if so, how did you go about getting said internship? Was it through the school or did you apply to internships yourself? I did what it's called co-op. Co-op is meant to be more like actual professional experience, getting paid. But in engineering these days, co-op and internship is basically the same thing, I think. But I did it with school, yeah. Because the school program makes it so that, you know, it's easier to get these things. You still need to go through interview. But that's why sometimes school system is important, because providing these things is a huge benefit and help. But I did my co-op in a field that was unrelated to computer science. So Mikori's first here. Cool. Cooley says, I see new things. What did you add over the past week? Okay. So first of all, the pull rate is better now. The berries are no longer fixed rate. They are like there's a pool of berries with 5 of them being normal and rest is whatever's available. So if you open more packs, those become more likely to be pulled. Second, if you have multiple copies of the berry, your berries get bigger. As you can see, Mikuri only has one fig berry, so it's tiny here. And I have 5 berries here, so it's a little bit bigger. Hello, watermelon. And then another thing I'm doing right now is I'm adding a capture the flag mode with the crowns. So there's a little crown thing where if you kick someone, you can steal their crown. And there's first, second, and third place. And you can have multiple of it. So whenever you kick someone, you take their highest crown. And so I guess it's like a little mini game. I'm not sure what we're going to reward with that, but it is what it is. And Mikori, yes, I did get my hair cut. Courage says, have to go early. It's late over here. Have a good stream. Bye. Oh, thanks, Courage. Thanks for starting late. Hello, watermelon. But those are a few things here. Obviously, squat berries are out and available. There are some bugs with the crowns disappearing once you change your berry. So I'm going to fix that. So that's what we're working on right now. And then I'm feeling a little sniffly, so we'll see how this goes. We're going to set crowns. We're going to say get crowns. Or, yeah, has crown. And then it'll be index. And then that'll just basically be return get child index visible. And then index is greater than equal to 0 and less than 3 in this case. 0, 1, 2. And then it is visible. So simply on the main game, let's see. When the new berry is spawning over here, we're going to say, hey, if fairy folk set crowns will equal to this of our previous berry. And then we're going to grab the number 1 information for the first. And then we're going to grab has crown 0. And then do that for 1 and 2. 1 and 2, like that. Hopefully that'll work. And I'm going to test it real quick. Hey, Tricky Lady, welcome. It's been a while. Hey, Tricky Lady without their instruction or introduction. This is the calmest entrance you've had so far, Tricky Lady. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me mute myself so I can blow my hole. Or blow my nose, I guess. Maybe it shouldn't have been that. All right. Hasi says, hi. Seems like nobody got the first. That's not true. Mikori has first. Right there. You see it? Yeah. Almost. I definitely need to make second and third, huh? Hi, Tony. Welcome. All right. So right now, I'm going to test a few things here. I'm going to test changing the berry and then getting a new berry and see if I can get my crown back. So I'm going to look at my berry area. And I think this is me. I can tell by the fact that, oh, that is not me. I'm the biggest one so far here. So let me find myself. I think this might be me. 225. Yeah, I'm going to give myself the crown. Don't kick me, okay? I'm testing here. All right. So let me change. Okay, good. Keep the crown. And then I'm going to plant a new berry seed. and see if I can water the plants. Oh, let's see. Get child null value. What? Hello? Cannot call method get child on a null value. Crown holder is null? Wait, why? Why would this be null? All right. So sorry, everyone. I'm going to have to restart the berries real quick. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what's happening. Do not claim first just yet, because it seems like I'm going to have to restart the game several times. Hi, Laughing Umbra. Long time no see. I know, you lost your first. Just give me a second. I guess you can steal it every time. But I do wonder why the crown holder is giving null when wow, Tony, you're big. 2.25 is what I'm looking for here, I think. Tony has the most berries, I think. Thanks for the follow, Digital Outcast Games. Welcome. Okay, let's see. I'm going to turn this back on. I have the crowns. And then I'm going to spawn new berries. Hopefully it won't break this time. Oh, it did break. Why does it think that this is null? When am I resetting this? Is it not setting up on... Oh, did I change the name for it? Ooh, it must be. No, it's right there. On ready crown holder is VBox. Is this not VBox? Change type. It is VBox container. So it is VBox container. I'm so confused as to why this is considered null. I know. Just a second. The berries are frozen. Ugh, I'm going to have to restart everything. I'm really confused at... why it's doing that. Okay, well, it's back to normal. Oh, I got the blueberry. Let me think about this a little bit. So, right now, the berry folk code, if I go to berry folk, under process, I'm gonna try and see if I can print test here. And then maybe if card, or yeah, if crown holder print test, or not test, but has holder. It is there. A bunch of them have it. Huh. So what? Oh, I know what's happening. I see. It's because I'm trying to set the crowns before the berries are ready. Cody says, hey, how's it going? It's going well, Cody. Thanks for joining the stream. We are working on our little Twitch integration game where it's basically a gachapon with little mini games. So we're working on Capture the Crown game mode. There's a little bit of bug, but we're going to get through it and we're going to have a good time. Cody says, very cool. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I think I know what's going on. And this is like a quintessential Godot experience, which is I tried to set on ready element before the node got ready. And node only gets ready when the node is added to the tree to begin with. And I was doing that outside of the tree. That means the berry needs to be added to the scene first as a child. So let's see where that's happening. Berry folk gets instantiated. We're spawning the berry here. So what I think I can do here for the set crowns, instead of immediately setting it, I mean, I do kind of want to do it immediately. Ah, man, this sucks. I'll probably do this part of the logic after spawning. Like so. Yeah, I think that should work. So let's try that again. I'm going to give myself the crown. Crown, where are you? 1.75, that's not me. That's not me. I need to make it so that these characters are named after the users from now on. It's hard to find. I guess I could find it like this. This is Tony. This is Cooley. This is me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to give myself the crowns. 1, 2, 3. And I can see the crown right here. Change berry. All right, I'm going to change berry, and then I'm going to plant new seeds here. Plant. And then water. Boom. All right. Crowns have been transported. All right, cool. Change berry to Barry Allen. There you go. Okay. And so Barry Allen's going to run around. So the crowns are permanent now. It's not going to go away because I changed the berries or spawn a new one. That's good. Now I got to change the logic of kicking. Right now, if you kick me, anyone can try to kick me right now, and you will take all of my crown all at once instead of only taking the top one. You can go ahead and kick, I think, if you want to steal the crown. Oh, is the kick not working? Hold on. Oh, it's because the game was broken. Here, let me restart the game. I'm going to restart it. Plant the seed. And then space. Everybody spawn. And then give myself Hussy. Give myself the crown. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm going to have only the first crown on. So there's only one crown. There I am. So you can steal my crown now, I think, with a kick. Okay, kick works. Great. All right, did you steal it? No. Okay, Tony's coming up right here. Oh, missed me. Watermelon's asking, why do you have to plant a seed every time? Before when I'm doing the command, because it requires me to get my, because I have the permission, it needs to get my ID. And part of the mechanic is that if no redemption has come through, then I haven't, like, the code doesn't know anything about the system yet. So if I did that without planting, it breaks. Oh, Hasi got it. See, Hasi got the crown. I do wonder if I need to have like a current crown holder on some sort of like leaderboard down here. Like that. 1, 2, 3, like that. I should probably do that next time. All right, next thing is that right now the multiple crowns gets stolen at the same time because once you kick, it detects the collision over and over again. So even if I take the topmost crown, if you have another crown after taking one, then it considers it as stealing condition again. I need to make it so that when somebody gets kicked, it only gets considered once within a kick frame. So I need to make it so that the attack frame only applies damage once. And that's the idea, I think. So let's do that. And then maybe we could put up a 1 and 2 and 3. Whoops. Okay. Let's see. Where would I do that? I think it's a kick register here. So what we're going to do here is var already kicked in current cycle, which will be an array of somebody, array of body, which I'm going to, maybe it could be a dictionary instead. It should be dictionary. And this will set to 0 on every kick cycle, meaning it gets instantiated on kick, is kicking when this gets set. Kicking. When this becomes true, when the animation starts, that's when this gets emptied out. Yep. And then during the kick detection, we might have to change the kick force, because right now it seems like it's applying the kick, like the amount of force that is applied to the kick animation is being done like multiple times. So I might have to do something about that. But basically, we're getting overlapping areas. We filtered it. Here's a hurt box. And this is a direction, power multiplier. I think in addition, is kicking hit frame. That's fine. We're filtering it by non-self, and the already has doesn't have the area. Like so. Okay. The area, or the parent, I suppose. The area's parent is not already kicked within this cycle. And we're going to apply assign or put, I guess. Assign. What does that do? No, assign. We're going to put the herp box get parent into this dictionary so we can check that quickly. What's going on? Why is everybody planting so many seeds all of a sudden? Did somebody open a pack? No, right? Okay. All right, I'm going to return my blueberry, by the way, because I don't need it. There Berries. Change. Oh, somebody did open a pack. Wow. Oh, a lot of Godot berries this time. Should I make it so that the pack gives more? No, you know what? I'm going to keep them. I like them. All right. Let's see. All right, we're going to test this out now. I'm going to give myself the 2 crowns, number 2 and 3 crown. And hopefully, when somebody kicks me, it'll only take the top part. Instead of taking everything. Tony says maybe add a new pack. Yeah, I'll add a new pack. Bigger pack. No error on kick. All right, everyone. I have the number 2 and 3 crown now. Try to steal them. Try to kick me and see if you can take, if it only takes 1. And also, I think the kick force needs to be reduced. Oh, you do kick harder if you're bigger, by the way. Let's see if okay. Yeah, I need to make the kick force a lot bigger now. Apply force. Kick direction. We're gonna probably up this by, like, I don't know, 10 here. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm tiny. All right, here we are. And then let's see. Main. I'll add one more booster pack, the larger one. It's going to be hard. I know there's a stream delay, even though I try to get rid of as much as I can. I want to see, I need to see somebody kicking me. I'll make myself bigger. How about that? Change berry folk. All right, I'm big and slow now. You know what? Godot berry should be really slow. That should be like part of the mechanic, right? Base speed should be like 0.4, I think. Have you tried kicking strength to berry size? Yes. You do kick harder if you're big. So, Mikuri, if you kick someone right now, they're going to fly off. Yeah, you see, even Tony's like 4-sized kick is like pretty hard. So your 12 probably will be like this, potentially. No picking a person to kick. That would be too easy. Oh. Oh, sometimes the kick command doesn't register. Oh, there it is. Okay. I want to see it. I know it's really hard. I think Mikori's almost there. I think you should void commands from the message box. That's a good idea. I mean, I used to do that. I don't know what happened to it. Why it's showing up now. let's see. Main here. I think. Let's text command here. Berry folk. Say. Yeah. Basically, we're going to be like, var is command will be false. And if this runs, it's going to be true here. And if command was ran, we're going to just return without saying anything. There you go. That should work, I think. Testing message. Okay, and then kick. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's working. Hasi says, what happens when we water the berry after plant seed and when we don't plant just water? How does this thing work? It'll refund the points. So if you make a mistake where there's nothing to water, it'll just say, you don't have a plant, so we're refunding the point for you. Hold on, what's my Twitch chat or Twitch link? My friend is visiting the city, so I'm going to hang out with them later today. But they were just going through, they just arrived. So I'm going to give them my Twitch link. Twitch.tv developer Ezra. Developer. Yeah, there it is. It's okay. Cool. Let's see. Hasi says, okay, no, I already read that. I should probably make the kick V less disruptive. Did anybody actually steal the crown yet? No, right? Oh, you got it. You got the Hasis. Nice. I guess my second crown is still not there. All right, Mikori, kick it right now. Kick. No! Kick. Yes. Okay, it worked. You got the second crown. Now I have the third. Beautiful. It's working as intended. Okay. And I can steal it back if I wanted to, I think. Look at how slow Godot Berry is. See, there's some mechanics to controlling speed. Could be fun. How about I make it so that... Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe like Fig Berry never stops moving. Or something. Okay, nice. I guess, should I display the name of who has a crown, or is this enough? Like, is this good enough? I think it's good enough, right? Okay, a little friendly game there. Let's see. What else? I don't know if I should put the leaderboard up. I don't think we need to do that. There are a few things I need to do, I think. But I need to find all the print statements here. Make sure. Get rid of them. Stealing crown. I don't need this anymore. Change berry. I don't need this anymore. That's okay. That's okay. Gift a sub. Those are okay. Okay. I'm going to make a new booster pack for adding 6 to the pool. Yeah. Maybe it should be like discounted because it's a bigger pack. So we're going to add a bigger booster pack. We're going to call it booster pack medium. Medium. Like so. And that one will make it so that it's, maybe it adds medium. It adds, let's see. Medium booster pack size, which instead of doing that, I think I'm gonna, small booster pack, export far, medium booster pack size will be 6 here. Yep. Boop, boop, boop. Opened a medium booster pack. I don't know if the squat berry is different rarity, actually. Oh, it's rarity 3. I should probably adjust it so that the 3 does get added as part of it. Okay. I like how everybody's just kicking around now. My chat is just going to be like everybody's... Twitch is going to think that I have bot activity on my chat now. Everybody's just doing kicks. Okay. We got medium here. We're going to say medium booster pack. I'm not sure if this will hot load or not. I hope it does. Okay, 6-pack. 6-pack. Let's create a new redemption here real quick. We're going to get... This is our finger reward. We're going to call this a booster pack X or medium. And call it... What are we calling these? What's the name of the redemption? We got small berry folk booster pack. Okay. It's called medium berry folk booster pack. And this should be, let's say, call this like, is 2,000. Okay, it's going to cost 2,000. But, so it's double the price, but adds one more. So it'll add 7 instead of 6. That's the goal here. And then this one is going to be created here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make a medium. Okay, I think that creates it. Hopefully. It ran. And then I can go over here on the point system. And manage. Let's see, medium. Aha, there it is. I guess I need to, let's see, copy description from this. Oh, it's pink. I guess I can make it pink again. Medium berry folk booster pack adds 76. 7 random berry folk. Bring it down to pink-ish. Desaturated red is definitely pink, right? There you go. That's a little bit better. Save. I'll redeem this real quick so I can see the redemption ID. All right. Boom. Medium. Redemption ID is this. Okay. Should be good here. And then I gotta change global configuration. So that it's actually 7 instead of 6. Okay, let's test this out. Hopefully the hot load works. Hypnotic. First is already taken. Wait, oh, it's not. That's right. I forgot that I restarted the thing. Wow, nice. Now you can kick, by the way, Hypnotic. You can kick and steal crowns. All right, I'm going to open up a medium booster pack real quick as a test. All right, let's see if it does 7. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's a lot of good berries. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, interesting. Squawberry is so rare. I feel like, you know what? It should have one guarantee rare, shouldn't it? I feel like it should. Let's do that. Medium booster pack. It does that. Completes the redemption. No need to refund on this one. What I'm going to do here is guarantee one rare. I think. So we'll do that. Global configuration. I'm going to do 6 spawn. Ooh, 32. No. 6. And then guaranteed one rare. So that's going to make it so that I got to update the description for the point system here. So medium, we're going to say 6 random uncommon and rare berry folks. 6 random and uncommon and rare plus 1 very rare berry folk to the availability pool. Cool. All right. I think that'll work. Let's see. To balance the pool, I'm going to take a bunch of berries now, since I can do that for free. All right. I took the Godot berry. This is way to balance the pool situation. Manually stealing the economy. All right, 2 berry folk. Hopefully I grab the fig berry real quick. Okay, all right, I'm gonna take more. I'm landing a pretty good rate here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna do a medium booster pack real quick, and that's supposed to give guaranteed 1 squat berry, because I think squat berry is considered very rare. There it is. Whoa. It went away too quickly before it revealed everything. Wait. Oh. Because I did it back to back. It didn't await on the animation. Okay, so if I start booster... Interesting. So because I have 2 booster pack back to back, that it executed both of them. But I think it still adds them to the pool. It just does it off screen. Let's see. There's 2 squat berries. And then 1 wizard, 3 Godot, 2 fig, 1 berry allen, 5 wise berries. Man, I'm really inflating the economy here. Should I test it again? Hey, Silent Noob, welcome. I'm afraid of breaking the economy here. I have to, though. I'm going to test it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Wait, what happened to the last one? Oh, it's doing it again. And then 1 very rare. Cool. Sick. All right, so that's kind of working. Yusuf says, good morning, Ezra. It's 12 a.m. in this moment in Turkey. Hello, Yusuf. Silence says, how do I get big brains like you? You go into a pressurized chamber, and then the pressure will make your brains swallow. No, just kidding. Don't do it. Don't try this at home. Okay, well, I got a lot of squat berry into the pool by mistake. Not mistake, but maybe the squat berry should... Okay, you know what? I'm going to make it so that the booster pack normally only does uncommon and rare, so that the squat berries are not included. But 1 squat berry is guaranteed here with the medium booster pack. Okay. I'm just gonna try to steal stuff from the pool. Anyways, I don't really have a big brain, but if you're referring to how do I gather knowledge, I would answer by saying it takes a lot of patience and practice. It definitely doesn't happen overnight. I mean, there is a beginner gain, which is huge. I think you gain the most progress within the first 3 months, I would say. But you know, let's see what I got. Yay, Wizard Berry. I'm just gonna keep taking stuff, guys. I gotta balance the force. I can't let you guys have all the good spawn rate here. All right. Then there you go. I think that's good enough stealing. Oh, ooh, I want 1 more squat berry, actually. I want my squat berry to be big. What did I get? Wiseberry? Okay, let's do 1 more. I'm addicted and can't get enough. There you go. Oh, Diceberry. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, Hasitron's got first and second. Let me balance the force. I'm gonna get him. Haha! I have the first. All right. Who else has the crown? Hasi has 1. I have 1. Oh, Tony has 3rd. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. There you go. Let's see. Okay. What else do we have here? What's the next thing I need to work on? So we got the kick game going. There's no real reward for having the crown, though I guess I could make it so that there is something. Silence says, I'm number one. Silence says, I'm a noob, but can I confirm you're using Godot's multiplayer service to communicate with Twitch's API? Hold on, something froze. I'm using what's called a Twitcher plugin made by Connie Dev. And that is, yes, calling Twitch API. And so a lot of the hard, what do you call, hard lifting? No. A lot of the heavy lifting is done by the plugin. And all I have to do is just make the game and connect it to the API. But yeah. Silence says, are you married? No, I'm not married. That's a weird question, but here we are. Okay. And it is Godot. Next thing, well, we got this. We're kicking people. Got the shiny rate. I think that's good enough. Maybe there's a leaderboard. Is there? Okay. How about we make it so that there's some sort of timer, and then if you have the crown when the timer ticks down to a certain point, you get put onto the leaderboard or something like that, or like some sort of like stream reward board. So it happens like every 30 minutes or something like that, and it gets registered. Like you having the top crown doesn't really count until the timer ticks down. And if you have the crown when the timer ticks down, then you get 1 point or something like that. I think that could be good. You know what? We're going to do a little leaderboard here. I don't know how far into the screen this goes up to. Let me see. I'm going to look at my own head here. So that's about 1/3 of a way, I guess. Could put a leaderboard right below that. Let's do that. Kick leaderboard or something like that. Hey Void, welcome back. The crown stealing game is online. You can steal crowns now. Silent Noob says, what about shout out for number one and their sprite guy gets a throne? A shout out for number one and their sprite guy gets a throne. That could be interesting. I mean, you definitely need some sort of like crown counter so people can tell like how much they need to catch up in order to be the top. Voice says, nice haircut, Ez. Looks good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ez looks fancy. I just don't look messy. I think that's it. Anyways, appreciate it. Appreciate it. I think I like the idea of score being registered on a timer. So you're racing for having the crown in the right moment. I also inevitably accidentally made a mechanic where different berries have different speed and movement. So that allows you to kind of control your movement. I should make it so that, so definitely Godot Berry slow. Barry Allen is fast. Fig Berry jumps, so potentially dodges. Maybe Squat Berry should be able to like hop to do a gap closer, maybe something like that. Potentially, I don't know. Should there be a little platform up here so you can avoid the kick? Like if you get on there, you can't avoid the kick. But then if somebody else gets on there, then you can't avoid the kick. Like you're likely to be kicked. Maybe that could be interesting. Yeah, I don't know how platform works. I've never done a platformer before, so this will be the test. This is my first platformer. All right, let's add the platform. Where should I put the platform though? One here and one here, maybe. Ooh, what if there's 2 tiers? We should do 2-tier system here. Silence says, how do I become short, stubby, buff berry? Are you talking about this guy right here? So you're on YouTube, so unfortunately you can't do much on the YouTube side, but basically your berry size depends on how many of that skin you have, like the number of copies of that berry you have. So more you have, the bigger you are. And there's a limit depending on how many people are in the room. In order to get the berry, you have to do point redemption, which is free. It's just channel points in Twitch where you plant the seeds. But you get a random chance of getting one of the available berries. I mean, it's pretty likely that you are going to get a squat berry right now because it's 20% acquisition rate currently, which is pretty high. I'm going to make a platform though. Wait, how do I'm going to get rid of your pin message, Courage. Oh, I already did that, I guess. I'm going to just refresh my page, I guess. And this is about time I'm going to put some background music out here because I think we're all chilling. Chilling. Get our usual lo-fi. And maybe we can choose a mood to be not creepy. How about carefree? Excuse me. Or groovy. I mean, I do like groovy, but there you go. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's a good volume. Where Void got the Godot-berry. Nice. Okay. We're talking about platform earlier. Over here, I made it so that the map itself is not actually... It doesn't have a collision box, I think. I put a fake collision on it. Like a manual collision box. So let's see. I think so. Physics. Oh, it does have physics layer. Interesting. I guess it does. Okay, well, let's try it out and see if it works. Ground here. I'll draw something on here. See if that does anything. So if I put one... But aren't big berries going to run into it? Like their face is going to run into it, right? If I put it down here and then... Okay. All right. I'll make it a little bit lower. Okay. I think that's okay. Ooh, you know what? It would be great if like tall berries can't get into some of the spots if you're big. So you have to like navigate, right? Because if I put a short little scaffolding here. The tall ones shouldn't be able to go in there, right? If I did everything correctly. Which, I mean, I know that's a big if. Like that. I want to see if you guys get stuck. Yeah, you do. So you can't kick them. Oh, sick. I love that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this right here. And then we'll probably do some like maybe do a little tier here. Like a double jumps. So one here, and then one. Okay, here and here. How about that? Hopefully it's not distracting. Maybe I'll move it to the right a little bit. No, maybe this can go over here instead. Only thing is that I didn't make it so that the berries don't like they don't not fall. I think. Like I never done the platformer where they turn around when they're about to fall off. You know what I mean? And I don't know how to do that properly. Can you put people on there by kicking people? Let's see. I'm going to try to kick someone. Let me see if I can get change berry. Change berry. Change berry. All right. Here comes the kick. Oh! Okay, hold on. Oh, shoot. Ah, I missed. Come on, Mikori. Here we go. Boom. I took Mikori's crown. I'm sorry. Wow, what happens if you change to Big Berry while you're under? I'm pretty sure you're going to get stuck. I think it'll work. It'll just get stuck. You can try it. Oh my gosh. What just happened? That's intended behavior. Wait, what? Was that always the case? Did that always happen? Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right. Maybe I need to make the collision box a little bit smaller now. Like a shorter. Like so. So it is a bit more accurate. There you go. Okay. I think I should be able to walk through now. Everybody's on the ground now. Okay. You know what? I'm not really sure what's happening with the collision here, but it's okay. Not gonna worry too much about that. I might have to reduce the kick power a little bit. It seems like the base kick power is a little bit too hard. Is it because of the collision that was happening at the same time, you think? Or is that just you guys are just that strong right now? Let's see, kick power. We got the kick multiplier. We'll probably make it a little bit less, so it's not as strong. Okay, I reduced the kick power now. There you go. That's a little bit better. I feel like this is actually a little bit too small now. Change berry. Kick. Oh, that's okay, I guess. That's not too bad. Okay. That's okay. We got some platform. I think even if you get on the platform, you do fall off instead of staying on the platform. Not really sure how to fix that. I guess you do like floor. Let's see. Moving platform. Nothing here. Block on wall. Stop on slope. I think this would, if true, the body will not slide on slope. No, that's not it. It's grounded, not floating. Slide on ceiling. Okay. I guess not much is here to indicate what that is. I would be surprised if there isn't already like pre-existing way to handle turning around on the edge. Maybe, but it seems like that's there. Okay, I'm going to make a new command here, which is called jump. So node here. Get excited, everyone. You guys get a new command here. It'll be jump command. And then we'll attach a script here. Under commands, we'll do a jump command here. And commands are just one of these things. Jump command. We're not going to have any projectile here. Can handle will be just jump. And then I suppose we do this by applying force. Maybe? Let's see. Go berry folk. Apply force. Vector. Vector 2 of, let's say, 0 and negative 100. And we want to do direction of the movement. Instead of apply force, we probably can do jump here. Jump. Power. Which will be float. And it's basically going to be kick direction, which will be right here. Movement direction. And then we're going to multiply movement direction. Movement direction times vector 2 of $50 and minus 100 times power. I think that should work, I think. Void says, is squat berry base kick the same as other berries? Right now it is, but I do think that it should be different. Makes sense that it would be. Jump with, say, one for now. I don't know if this will work straight up. No, it doesn't. I need to relaunch the app, I think, for this to be handled. Let's see. Yeah, it's not even considered as part of the children thing. Because it wasn't there before. Let's see. Let me see if it is actually there or not. Yeah, the jump is this one right here, which is empty. It doesn't exist. Let's see. Let's see. I can't hot load. I suppose... I can restart the game. I like how Void is just squatting here. Okay, I'm going to restart the game here, and I'm going to re-summon you guys. Hopefully no plants are out here. Yeah, there's no one. You might have to change your berries to the berries that you want. And I suppose I should do random berry distribution here. Do a little summoning as I do. Summon. Okay. Tony there. Cooley. Okay, everybody's coming in. And then I'm going to... You know what? I'm just going to give crowns to 3 random people. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So overlay, berry area, to choose random person and give crown. Don't know who they are, but I'm giving it to them. Crown. Boom. Okay. And then now, kick. And then I do jump. Kind of. It's a very tiny jump. Let's see, jump command. Let's do power of 100. Oh my! Don't! Oh no! Hold on. Oh shoot. We lost someone. If you are out of the screen and it's lost, if you replant your seed, you might come back to to the screen. There you go. That was kind of funny. Jump. Okay, that's still a little too strong. 20. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm on the platform though. Okay, jeez. Okay. Why is this so strong? Hold on, 5. My goodness. Okay, that's a little bit better. Just spawning out of the screen. That's funny. All right. There I am. Nice. A little bit better. Jump. Okay, that's a little bit more acceptable. It still glides. I need to fix that. Like, I need to make it so that the horizontal power doesn't just glide all around the place after applying forces. So we do apply force here. Velocity gets applied. And then we made it so that when it hits the ground again, airborne is false. And I think is walking. Oh, this is going to be all complicated. This is where I need the hierarchical state machine, honestly, to handle this properly. But We probably want to make it so that this is true. True, false, false. I'm going to do this, honestly. So set when I drop onto the floor, I'm going to make it neither resting or walking because I just finished being airborne. And I'm going to say, hey, choose a new state. And then the velocity. Wait, I thought this was Boolean. Oh, it's up here. You know what? I'm going to do that. Velocity will equal to 0, 0. So when I get kicked or land, I don't glide around, first of all, like that. And then kick. Okay, seems like they just hop around now. All right. I guess I need to make it so that if it was walking previously, we need to do one of these things. Base speed. I'll put this up over here and then set this to be true. Oops. Okay, I gotta get rid of this Halloween music. How is this cheerful? I bet the AI categorized this music. Okay. All right, so if you're walking. Oh my God. I guess that's the feature. That's the Figberry feature. I think the jump should be less horizontal, though. More vertical. So we'll do that. That is funny. Under 20. That's funny. Okay, hold on. Change berry to thick berry. All right, everyone. If you're thick berry, that means you're a massive dodger. Apparently. Oh, I know what's happening because it's every time it's landing, it's changing its state. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this should be kept or not. Should I keep this? What do you think? Is this too much? I feel like it's a bit too much. But it's the best way to dodge. Wait, can you even kick while jumping? Yeah, you can. It just gets really confusing. Oh, I took all the crowns. Yeah. It's definitely got personality. That's for sure. And then now you can jump, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a kind of like an accidental feature. If you jump, you're almost guaranteed to turn around. You can change direction by jumping. I don't know if that's mechanic or bug. I haven't decided. But so there's a little bit of control, I think. Change Barry to Barry Allen. All right. I'm going to try to land on the platform here. See if I can do that. Oh, I did it, but it falls off. Okay. So I do wonder if I can make it so that the berries stay up there. I don't know what people usually do. So have anyone worked on a platformer before? How do you make it so that the enemy AI, is it a look ahead? Like you got to look ahead and see if you're about to fall. If you would fall, don't go. Edge detection. I don't know what the best way to do an edge detection is. Godot platformer edge detection. Let's see what the AI says. In Godot, edge detection in platform, in particular for ledge, cliff avoidance is commonly implemented using raycast or area 2D. I could see that. Raycast down or diagonally? I've never used raycast on Godot before, so raycast 2D. Cliff detection enabled. Raycast is colliding diagonally. Okay. That makes sense. So turn around if it's about to, if the raycast is not colliding anymore. But it's like the raycast distance, right? If the raycast distance collides at some big amount, don't go, I'm guessing. Let's see. Raycast. I've actually never used this. I guess it shouldn't be from the ground because it'll always be colliding. It should be from like some above position and raycast this way, right? Oh, thanks for the follow. And I think, can this be flipped? What's hit from inside mean? Should be bodies and areas. I can always do -1. Well, I should split this. So I can flip between -1 and 1 in the scale to change its direction. Okay. Okay, cool. Hi, Spider. Welcome, welcome. We're working on, just in case you're wondering, this, which is a Twitch integration. There's a little game mode where you can steal crown from people by kicking. So I'm adding a bunch of platformer stuff. So ledge detection cast. And do you do it on their physics process, I'm guessing? So you go like this. On ready for ledge detection cast, which will be raycast 2D. It's this guy right here. And Tony says it means if it should hit from inside of collision shape, I think. If it should hit inside of collision shape. I don't know what that means. So complicated. Hold on. Let me make sure I have the right collision masks on. This is character collision. We're looking for the world collision, I'm guessing. The map is, I set it as world collision. Hopefully. Ground is world collision, yeah. So we can make it so that the ray detection masks world collision only, right? Tony says, you've asked about the bull. No, I know what you were referring to. I just wasn't sure. I didn't understand what you said, basically. It means if it should hit from inside of the collision shape. Oh, like if it's like boundary box, like if you're already inside a collision box, should it hit or not? Okay, that makes sense. All right. The raycast direction definitely should change on flip. We're doing this here. We're going to make it so that well, before doing that, we need to do one thing here. Ledge detection cast will equal to this. So it gets assigned because onReady didn't run because the game is already running. So I'm doing some backfilling here. So backfilling is successful. I can delete it now. Hot load. So once the backfilling is done, whenever I would flip H, I think. Well, actually, you know what? I can actually decide that at the end, based on the flip H's status, I can make the ledge detection cast scale X to be -1 if animator sprite to the H flip is true, else 1, like that. Oh. Invalid access to property or key scale. Interesting. Let me come back to it. Doesn't like it. Scale doesn't exist. What? Why? Scale on a base object null instance. Oh, it thinks it's null. Okay. Well, let's do that for now. Oh, it still thinks it's null. Okay. I'm going to have to restart the game. Hopefully nobody planted anything. All right. One more time. We're restarting the game. Sorry. Yeah, it's the nature of developing live, I think. Okay. So I'm going to do this. We're here. Watermelon says, oh, what? What happened? Why are you saying oh? Oh? Okay. Go spawn everyone here real quick. Okay, so we did that. There's a flipping logic, I think. Velocity flips if it's on the wall. Instead, we're going to add one more thing. If it is on the wall or the ledge detection cast, collide with areas. What are the function names? What was it called? Has is colliding, right? Returns whether any object is intersecting with the raycaster vector. Yeah. So if it is not colliding, either touching the wall or the ledge detection sees that there's nothing there, then flip the velocity, right? Oh. I see. Not airborne and Having a little spasm. It's funny. Oh, more booster pack. Ooh, raid. Shiny activated, everyone. Shiny time. Hey, Adam. Welcome. I hope your little Skeller farm is going well. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Those of you who are just joining us. Okay, let's give it a little shout out. Adam Learns Live. We're working on our Twitch integration game currently. It's one of our many projects. Oh my god, how many things are being added here? Oh, okay. Hypnotic also added booster pack. Okay. So this is a little Twitch integration game where you can get your own berries. I am still working on the card game. That's in the back burner. It's still there. There's a card game. I have a roguelike dungeon crawler that's a mining game. There's a crew management FTL-like / Darkest Dungeon-like game that I'm working on. And then recently, I've also added some magic puzzle thing. Adam says, does a card game cost you 2 HP every time you open the project? Basically, it costs me about 2 HP every time, and I only have 10 HP, so I can only open it once a month, you know? Anyway, so I'm working on this Twitch integration game. I started by just having like a little fun with making a gachapon where, you know, we are considered berry folks in terms of our little fandom, so to speak. And we have these like different skins of berry folks, and what is it? These are the availability pools, and you can redeem points, channel points, to plant seeds and then water them to get your little own berry folk. And basically, okay, there's a little bit of bug here. I'm gonna change berry here. Change berry. Okay. And basically, there's a shiny version as well. The shiny gets activated when, when there's a raid, depending on how many people are in the raid and stuff like that. So here we are. We added a little game mode, which is capture the crown thing. So you see right now, nobody has a crown. So I'm going to give out crown real quick. I'll give it to, let's see. I'll give it to the random folks. By the way, so you can have your own berry by planting on the channel redemption. You can do plant berry seed and then you water them 9 times. Then it'll roll from the availability pool to give you one of the berries as part of it. So we got some crowns here. Let's see. Boop, boop, second place. So we're making a little mini game here. Nothing too complicated. So right now, okay, so I have one, Tricky Lady has one, and I see Laughing Umbra has one. So you can steal the crown by kicking, by typing kick command, which is kind of tough. And also, if you have multiple copies of the same berry skin, then your kicking power gets bigger. And you also grow in size. You become bigger too. Thanks for the follow, Bird. And we just added a jumping command because I wanted to make it so that people can go up on the platform to avoid danger, so to speak. And as part of that, I wanted to add a ledge detection. So we just added a raycast to do edge detection so we can turn around. But testing is a little bit treacherous because I suppose, oh my god, double raid. There's a shiny time. Now I have to stay. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a short session today. I guess not. Well, thanks for the raid, Covino. Let's see. Shout out Just Covino. Welcome. It's been a while. Covino says, no, you must stay. Okay, I definitely am not doing shout out correctly. All right, there you go. Okay. Covino says, wow. Or no, that's Askimina. Hello, Askimina. Hello, Cam Stono. Adam Larn says, Covino, this town ain't big enough for the two of us. Exactly. Well, everybody, while you're here, the shiny is activated with higher rates, so get your shiny, plant your seeds. Okay, Covino, I was just explaining that we added some kicking and crown capturing thing. So if you see a crown on a person, like for example right here, I have the first crown. Oh my gosh. Okay, something's happening with this raycast thing. Hold on. I might have to fix that. I just, as much as I love seeing the berries just freak out and just like dance, I might have to just turn this on. I think it's that's the reason why it's like just going everywhere. So a few commands you can do. You can kick. So exclamation point kick will kick other berries, and if that berry has a crown or two, you'll take the highest crown they have. So you can have multiple crowns if you want. So it's like a little capture the flag game. I just added a jump command. So if you do jump, you can jump onto the platform. So right now I need to test. I don't know why this like back and forth thing is happening right now. Oh, you got the shiny blueberry, Tony. Okay, I got to fix that. I don't know what that is. It's definitely the rate casting logic that's causing the issue. So I made it so that if it doesn't collide, it should be colliding. It's definitely the world collision down here, isn't it? So I'm not really sure why. Let me see. I'm gonna do a little print here. The situation is a little delicate because I'm running the code. I'm running the application while changing the code at the same time. So I got to be mindful of breaking the system while on the run. Just Covino says, "Holy moly, so much has changed with the berries." Yeah, a lot of game mode coming on. The goal here is that once I have everything set up, I want it so that there's a timer ticking down, and whenever the timer runs out, whoever has the crown at that timer, like when the timer runs out, whoever has the crown will receive points. And then we'll have some leaderboard of like during the stream who has the most points and stuff like that. And that's probably going to result in some sort of reward or something. I don't know. You know what? I just like making this, but I'm not really sure what's the point of making my entire stream just like gachapon game. But, you know, interaction is interaction. Adam says, use his tail whip on Just Covino. His defense is lowered. Which reminds me, I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while, since the first time it came out. And I think there was like a huge event this weekend, like the last week of whatever. And my friends invited me, so I reinstalled Pokemon Go, and we were playing Pokemon Go all weekend. So this is very relevant. I went to Adam should know. I went to a Seattle Center here to play. Hukima says, lol, that didn't work. Yeah. Is anybody still jittering? Okay, Tony's still jittering. Tony, if you jump, you might get fixed. Try jumping. Potentially. Hukima says, just fix it in production. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing. Huh. Tony is in permanent seizure. Let's see. Hold on. Let me try to figure this out real quick. Community says, when Pokemon Go first came out was such a magical time. No, it really was. I honestly stayed up till like 2 a.m. walking around the town trying to look for my Magikarp. I farmed Gyarados like manually by capturing 200 Magikarp. The Crash Dummy says, do you think you'll change facial expression on your sprites? I think I should. Right now, okay, so the story is that somebody, when I first started streaming, like second day of streaming, somebody was like, can you draw a strawberry with face? And I did that. And I happened to draw it with like death stare on them, and it just kind of stuck. But definitely, I think I should probably make it so that there's more customizable faces. It's just creepy berries right now. Kavina says, yeah, tons of people were out. There were always massive crowds around the gyms. Yeah, that was a fun time. Fun time. Yeah, I don't know how to fix you, Tony. Let me try to figure this out real quick. I think it has to do with this logic right here. Ledge detection cast is not colliding and you're not airborne, then you should turn around. So why is it saying that it's not colliding when clearly it should be colliding right here, right? All right, you know what? For now, I'm going to get rid of this part of the logic and see if it fixes Tony. Okay, fixed Tony temporarily. World collision. But if I put it back on... yeah, he's dancing again. I don't quite understand why it's doing that. It's clearly colliding with something random there. Ledge detection masks world collision. Yes, yes. Only world collision. And I do believe this is world collision, right? Yeah. And then the wall is also world collision. I feel like the raycast should be detecting this, so I don't know what's happening, why it's doing that. Let me think about this. We got the raycast here. And if it is not airborne, right, meaning you're not jumping, so this will be true always. And the ledge detection is not colliding. I feel like there's nothing else I can do on top of this to make it work any better. Exclude parent. If true, the parent node will be excluded from collision detection. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Hurtbox is not... Yeah, these are all in the right collision shape or collision space. So I don't see why only Tony Barry is freaking out. When everybody, it's just Tony. Everybody else is okay. It's just when I do this, only Tony Sperry is like dancing. Maybe I need to kick him. Okay, bye, Covino. Have a good food. Have a good food. Have a good time eating. I forget how to speak English suddenly. Hukima says, you need at least a snoozing face for lurk. Godowberry has a lurk face. Here. Change berry to Godowberry. So if you look right here, right? This guy right here. Can you see it? Okay, he's going to come out. Hold on. Maybe I'll jump. He's in the corner. Actually, some of the berries are behind me, aren't they? Yeah. I might have to make my face a little bit smaller. I don't know if I can do partial ordering. Maybe I'll just move myself to the side a little more. Here. There you go. Ah! There you go. Okay. When Godowberry lurks... Oh. Lurk. He gets this power off face, which you can't really see right now. But it's there, I promise. Okay. Nice. Tony says, maybe when the berry is bigger, the raycast is repositioned higher or lower, and this is causing the problem. Good theory. That's You're probably right. I need to adjust. Okay, you're probably right. Because I think I had to do something like that. Some sort of like position change for the labels and everything too. So maybe it's going up too high. Yeah. Okay. You're right. Good one. So let's look at whenever I'm scaling up the berry size. I do think that the rate cast also should scale appropriately. Right? So the ledge detection cast scale should be scale size. However, the direction right here, the flip, when we're doing the flip here, instead of -1, it's going to be the negative x value. Absolute of the x value. And then we're just going to do positive value for this one, which technically I guess we could get the actual scale of the animated sprite, but let's see if that. Okay, Tony's fixed. Nice. Who can miss this? Ah, yep. Tony says, by the way, why is there on wall check and not on the floor? Is it supposed to be like that? It doesn't work anyways. I just didn't want to change it just in case it has some sort of side effect. Hookima says, is to do with the size? You're right. Hookima, sorry. I didn't see your thing. Tony says, maybe when the berry, Crash Dummy says, wait, are you creating a sprite for every chat member? No, I'm not. Almost. So the sprite is just whatever we feel is appropriate. I mean, there are some of them that the chat member suggested. So on our Discord, which we haven't really done in a while, we have a Berry Folk design submission. So we have these like Berry Folk designs that we want to add in the future. But aside from that, we've been just doing Berry Folk that are kind of thematic. And the which berry you get is determined by the chance. So you see on the top right here, like, for example, Blueberry Folk, there's only one left out of 33, which has been opened. And that was like 30% or something like that. And the way the distribution works is that there's infinite amount of normal berries, and normal berries are added, like 5 normal berries are added to the pool. And then all the available berries are also added to the pool, and then it pulls from that. So if there's more of something, it's more likely to be pulled. And you can add Berry Folks to the pool by redeeming a channel point called Berry Folk Booster Pack. So if you add Booster Pack, it adds berries to the pool. And then each berry has a shiny version as well. And you can see some of them here, I think. I don't know who has the shiny. Change. Oh, thanks for the follow, Hokimas. Change berry. Berry Folk. So this is a shiny, you see? And shiny all has this like glow effect. And you can basically, if you own a shiny, you can turn it on and off by doing shiny command. And then I can jump. And your kick power, okay, I stole #1 spot from Tony now. Let me see if I can jump onto the platform here. Okay. Anyways, I gotta test being able to turn around on jump. So let me try to get on the platform with my #1 crown before somebody kicks me. Yeah. Okay. Good. It's working, I think. Turning around. Oh, beautiful. It just turned around on the ledge. Exactly what I wanted. Oh. Okay. I might have to move this platform a little bit out so that my body's not covering it. Let's see. My shoulders is covering it a little bit. I'll do that real quick. Main ground. Let's move it to the right a little bit. I'll make it like this. How about that? Maybe have it kind of pop over a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. I'm safe up here. There are a little bit of mechanic control right now. It wasn't intentional, but basically Figberry jumps around. So it's Figberry is the cat. And then Barry Allen is just really fast. And Godotberry is super slow. So there's some movement control there. There's still a throw command, which doesn't do anything yet. It just fires a bullet. Which it's just Hadouken throw. Hadouken. Not sure what it's going to do. No real violence here. Tony, did you not want to turn on your shiny blueberry? I think you got the cranberry, which is the shiny version of the blueberry. Tricky Lady got the second place there. And then I don't know where the third crown is. Oh, Laughing Umbra has the third crown. Cool. Okay. All right. Of course, the music just stops randomly. All right. So I was saying that I wanted to make it so that after some time, a point gets redeemed and then leaderboard collects who's winning. However, what does that do is a real question. What does, besides the bragging right, I mean, I guess that's enough. How about if you are at the top? You get a guaranteed shiny. Is that too strong? If you get a guaranteed tiny or shiny, maybe it is a little bit too strong. You got a crown? Nice. Hooking this with the crown up here. You got to come up to the platform so you can dodge. Oh, you got a little Diceberry. That's my favorite. Diceberry is my favorite. Also, your kick power depends on how big you are, so it's not completely useless. All right. What else? Okay, we got the kick. We got the ledge detection. There's platform. Oh, you know what? How about this? If you throw a bullet and if it hits someone, that person is forced to be lurking, meaning stays put for a certain amount of time. It's like it gives a little bit of a control over what you can do with people. Like if you want to kick them to steal their crown. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, if you have 5 or more normal berries, you can use them to replant the seeds. Laughing says, that sounds fun. Yeah. I just don't want it to be chaotic. That also means maybe the bullet recharges every certain amount instead of being able to just throw bullets every time. There needs to be some sort of cooldown. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. Hokimus is really enjoying kicking people. I do need to use restroom and maybe get some more water. So I'll be back. Enjoy the game for now. Think about some ideas to make it more exciting or fun. I did want to do a little bit of like tower defense and stuff like that, but for now I think this is good. Like what are the appropriate rewards? Like if you do, let's say there's a leaderboard and every 5 minutes the score gets accumulated based on who has the crown. And then if you are on top of the leaderboard, what happens? You know, something that feels balanced. See, I'm crowdsourcing balancing. But here we are. Wait, Southpaw, did you... I don't remember seeing you. Okay, if you want to... Okay, for those of you who's joining us and want the berry, you need to redeem Plant Berry Folk Seed And then you got to water the berry folk seed 9 times in total in order to get a berry. So do that if you want to jump around. All right, I'll be back. I got to use the restroom. All right. I am back. Tony says, where's Ezra? Went to the bathroom. I'm allowed to go to the bathroom, right? Alchemist says, oh my God, I can get on the platform. It is a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky. So one mechanic that I figured out, it's funny that I say that I figured out because I coded it so I can make it whatever I want it to be. But the way it's been coded so far is that if you jump, it changes direction. Laughing Umbrella says, man, getting a shiny now is super hard. What do you mean now? It's always been hard. It's activated, so you have a chance of getting it. Tony has one. Tony, please show the shiny blueberry. Hookima says, in my opinion, redeem to take crowns off everyone and put them on the platforms, but it's like 5,000 points. Yeah, I mean, if you want that. Oh, medium booster pack is popular too. Ooh, you know what? Okay, hold on. What if the crown improves your shiny rate? Like gold crown gives you 50% boost, silver crown gives you 20% boost, and bronze crown gives you 10%? Yes, okay. Let's do that. So if you have all of them, that's 50, 20, 30, so that's 30, 80% boost on top of 10%. So that's 90% chance of getting a shiny if you have all 3 crowns. Yeah? Okay, let's do that. Oh, you know what? What if the first also gives you a shiny boost? That makes sense. Okay. All right, let's do that. Give me a second. I'm going to implement that right now. Tony says, maybe reskin shiny blueberry to be raspberry and not just red blueberry. You know what? Okay, I'll do that. Pokemon says, make them shine a bit. They do shine. Do you not see the glimmer? Look. You see the glimmer? Oh, you mean like glow? I mean, I don't want it to be like too... Wait, why am I like on the ground like that? Yeah. Oh, crowns? Make the crowns shine? Okay. I think that makes sense. Or I could scale up the crowns. Or maybe I can make it slightly bigger, like 2 times the size. Let's see. I mean, I kind of like the little like small look, but let's see. I'm going to move the crown a little bit. Actually, I don't like it. I like it tiny. You do have 2. You took 2 from people. Hey, why did I... Oh, Tony kicked me off? Tony! Okay, hold on. All right, so shiny rate goes up. Okay, better way to do crown. I think what I'm going to do is I will put... How about I put a crown checker on top here like this? So the crown moves and it's pointing down so you can see where the crown is. Let's see. Hookimus says, if you make it so it's more obvious who had the crown. Let's see. Yeah, you did kick me off the platform, Tony. Watermelon says, wow, you missed my squats. I did. Oh, no. Okay. Everyone, there's a squat redemption. We got to do squats. I didn't see that. Sorry. 2 minutes ago. Thanks for the follow, 44915 as well. Sorry, I keep missing everything. So squat redemption, you know, we're developers. We're on our butts all day, and we need that blood flow. And the idea is whenever somebody redeems a squat for us, we do it together. So 12 squats. Everyone get up from your seat. We're going to do a 12 deep squats here. The pant's a little tight. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. I say that's a solid squat right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully everybody had a great time squatting. Oh. Weird. You know what's funny? It seems like whenever I change the stream mode to full cam, the program crashes. I don't know what that's about. But I need to fix that somehow. So sorry, I'm sure somebody missed the redemption here. Thanks for the follow, Sir Haika. Or Heka. All right, I'm going to resummon everyone here for spawn. Who had the crowns? I think... Scuffed way to... What? Hold on. Hookimus says, scuffed way to just put it on top of full cam. Maybe. I don't know why it... Like, it crashes the app. I don't know why it does that. Hookimus' stem ads. Oh, thanks for the tier 1 sub, Hookimus. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Technically... The sub, actually sub doesn't activate anything, only gifted sub activates anything, so we didn't miss out on anything there. Hookimus says, I thought I had 2 crowns. Yeah, I know. I have to give everybody. When the game resets, I need to do everything manually. Let's see. I'll find you here. You're somewhere around here. Hookimus with 2 crowns. I think you had 2 and 3. And then Tony had 1, I believe. Tony had 1. There you go. And some people missed some of the plants here. Anyways, thanks for the sub. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Glow line. Glow line? Can you explain what you mean by glow line? I mean, I do think that visibility can be worked on a little bit. Not really sure how I'm going to do that exactly because it's so small. Okay. Let's just make sure everything is appropriately done. Okay, Hasi is on top there. Hokimus has 2. Tony still has 1. Okay, we'll make the crown. Like, you know, like shiny lines, bit like how kids draw a sun. Oh, like, okay. Will that actually increase it? How about I try this? Okay, I got an idea. That gave me an idea, by the way, the shine. So I'm not ignoring you, Hokimus. What if there's like a glow, not glow, but like beam of light that follows the player? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So you can see like the straight line that's moving back and forth as well. Let's test what that could look like. So it's like, it's not a point light. Well, I guess it can be a point light. It's just I need to choose a texture for it. So let's see. Let's make a texture real quick. So I think we can come over here and make it 64 by, I don't know. How high is this? The berry area is... Wow. That seems a little bit big. It's about... They don't really say how big it is. Sky is... Where's a transform layout? About 250, 240. Let's say I make a 256. 256 here. And I guess if it is like 16, it should be okay. So if I do the point light texture, should it be white to black gradient? It's one of those. Unfortunately, I don't quite remember how it works, but I think the idea is, whoa, we want to do a layer, fill it with black, and then we're going to do a white. Whoa, why is it gray? Wait, why is it gray? Huh. You know what? I'm going to go look for my point light texture real quick. See if I can remember what that looks like. Okay, says, so some idea, either redeem to increase the chance of moving in a direction and or redeem to be able to jump through platform to more easily jump on them. That could be a fun idea. Unfortunately, like implementing that right now is not straightforward, so I might have to put those in the back burner, but I think I'm going to keep it in mind. Tony says, like a god ray? Yeah, like a god ray. Hook'em is yeah, like a god ray. Why not make texture with stretched gradient 2D right in Godot? I've never actually made texture in Godot straight up. I've never done that. Is that simple? Here. Should I use point light with the texture, or should I use color rect with, or texture rect with opacity? That's also another question. Okay, Mrs. Yeah, all good. Just trying to help. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do gradient 2D here. Whoa. Can I add one more thing? I can. Sick. So if it's like this, and then have this. Whoa. And this is going to be completely dark. And then have this light. Let's see. What does that look like in practice? I don't know what this would look like in practice, though. The light right now is enabled. Blend mode is add. That's okay. The range is okay. I don't know if it's actually going to make things brighter or not. Currently, these don't have any of the texture, so let me test this out real quick. Hypnotic. So I'm gonna put a test texture on hypnotic real quick to see if it does anything. Copy. Let's paste this in. Oh, it goes away immediately. I'm trying to do it without having to like restart the game. I feel like because right now it's just like I can't add new things to it. Why won't it just load? I feel like it should just load. Just restart. But there are people who have set up themselves. All right, I'm just going to restart it. All right, here we go. Sorry, Hasi. I know you got up there. It took a while, and then you were able to sit down there. But that's the kind of the price of being part of the early development, you know? Okay. I mean, technically, everybody should have the light, right? But it seems like there isn't one. Oh, it's okay. Shiny timer, I have. At least I have this. Shiny party. Oh, wait. Yeah. I'll do 10. One more. Okay, 3 more 100, and I'll add one more time. So we'll keep the shiny activated. There you go. At least there's a manual way to do that. But also, I was going to make it so that the shiny rate goes up if you have the crown. So, I mean, there's a reason that you might want to wait a little bit. The crown. Okay, so I got to give crown to people here. Who had the crowns? Did Tony had one? And then Hookimus had 2? Is that true? Or did it change? Or does it matter? Do you guys not care? Yeah, texture's there and it seems like it's not really affecting anyone. Interestingly enough. I'll just put here. Complex is here. Hey, Complex. Hypnotic. Me too and Tony. Okay. So I'll give Tony 1. And 2 to Okay, Tony gets 1 crown. And then Laughing Umbra. Hookimiss gets 2. Okay. Cool. The light isn't doing anything now. Laughing says, how do we know if we had the crowns? I mean, on the last session, you would know, like right here, you see? It's the crown on top of your head. Okay. Something. Okay. Right here. Point light seems to be... Huh. Interesting. Why is it doing that? Oh, I put it inside of the... No, I didn't. Is it because of the range? What layer is this in? The overlay is layer number 1. Okay, so I do think it needs to do layer 1. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, everybody got the name. All right, it's kind of working. We probably want to make the intensity a little bit less. It's pretty intense. And then we'll make it